Yahuda, Uma. What's goody to the guys and the goddesses, and what's popping to all the beautiful melanated people. And well, if you're not melanated, then hey, we forgive you. No, we still love you. It's all good. um, it's a beautiful thing. As y'all can see, I'm up here with young Chinzera again. So this is how we rocking. Every other week, I'm gonna be rocking with my son. Actually, technically, this is his night. So I'm just kind of a guest tonight. It's just look official because it's a big ass boxing glove behind my head. Just to keep y'all in line. New gym. But outside of that, yeah, it's my son night, and he calling this joint "Stuck in the Future," and he got some heat for y'all. He gonna bring it, and I'm gonna sit back. I'm just here to jab on, just jab a little bit, and y'all know we got the gym up and running, the OBP Youth Boxing and Mentoring Gym, located at 1155 Verona, Wisconsin. What is it? 1155 Clarity, Verona, Wisconsin. Clarity Street, Verona, Wisconsin. We in there. Well, we in there anytime you want to be, but we in there Mondays and Wednesdays with the kids, and man, it goes up in the gym. That's all I got to tell you. It goes up in the gym. I don't know. All I know is all the people who told me they couldn't wait till we open up the gym. I haven't seen them yet, but it's a bunch of other people brought their children, which is beautiful. So we'll be back in there tomorrow, getting it popping. I showed y'all I got a whole new 20-pack of hand wraps. We gonna get it in. But yeah, blessed and beautiful and black, and let my son deal with you. I'm out of here.
What it do, y'all? Wisconscious. We back for episode 2, Stuck in the Future. In the last 2 weeks, the last 2 episodes of mine, not the last 2 weeks. The general will be on here every week. I'm every other. But we've been hitting kind of hard on y'all religion. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a pass today. We're gonna look at video games, we're gonna look at movies, and really we just gonna look at the technology relationship to melanated beings and how it's not really what we think it is. All right, when you get past the inputs in the computer and you get past the colors and the cool little characters, and how there's some stuff underlying that's not it. That's not it. And you pushing it to your children, and they're gonna push it to their children. And we've been doing it for how long? And we don't know any of the signs and symbols behind it. All right, so we're gonna go over some of the signs and symbols, but before that, we're gonna do every episode we're gonna do a little bit of a recap. So we're gonna build off the last episode. So we're gonna give you a little bit of a history lesson real quick. But then we're gonna get to the topic and we're gonna deal with go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say what you said is real important, so I don't want to skim over it. when we say like we watch a movie with people, I was watching something with my daughter last week, and I caught something in there, and then she looked at me and she was like, "You just find the bad in everything," and like she's a young lady just enjoying television, so I get why she said that. My what we're trying to get you to understand is that there are signs and symbols and coded things in movies that are intentionally movies, video games, everywhere. Restaurant symbols, they're put there with intentional reasons. Nobody people on this level don't do things for nothing. So if I take $1 million business and make my logo some secret weird shit, and then y'all be like, it's just a logo. Bro, I got $1 million corporation, sink or swim. I'm not just throwing just the logo on my shit. I mean, I got $1 million movie, a cartoon, Pixar. Why is there weird shit in there?
Oh yeah, we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with your boy Walt.
You know what I'm saying? These things really exist for a reason, and we got to stop being lazy-minded and just saying it's just because. So today, and I thought this is a beautiful idea with my son, so I definitely rode out with it to expose the things that you as parents just overlook. You don't give a shit what video game your son play, as long as he get the hell away from you while you rolling blunts. That's what you care about.
But he playing GTA at the strip club and then leaving to roll some blunts, and then he gonna go shoot some people. And Do your thing, though. Do your thing.
No, I mean, I'm really, go ahead, son. Flow. I'm, you know.
Right. So that's what it's going to be, though. We're going to deal with that. And like we say with everything, you can indulge, but you got to know what's going on, right? You can, and I say this in a general standpoint, you could go to church if you know what church is. You can read the Bible if you know what the Bible is, right? So you can indulge in some of these things. We're not saying you got to be a nobody, just sit in the house and read and meditate. Nobody's saying that.
I wouldn't try the church thing though,
but I'm not me either. It was just in general. You know what I'm saying? You can dip on a little bit of on the side of things but you gotta find that balance, and that's what I'm gonna show y'all, because these are things, and it's not just for my generation. I'm going back to Mario. I'm gonna deal with it's been going on. That's what we don't understand. All right, so like I said, we're gonna deal with a little bit of a history lesson first. And y'all got lucky because I was just about to keep going on the religion.
I saved y'all because he had something for y'all. That he had body blows, uppercuts, and knockouts. I said, son, just go to the body. Please go to the body. It was gonna get dangerous. I'm telling y'all now. Y'all better thank me for this one.
Boss, how do we pull it up on the
How do we switch it over?
Because it's on there, but it's not.
It's on there, but how do we combine it? Oh, he can't even hear. He got the headphones.
You got a screen share, probably?
Huh?
Share screen.
Share screen, and then share screen. Do your thing. Is that what it is? Now where is it? Your joint is in there. Is it? No, hold on. Y'all give us a second.
1 second, boys.
Y'all give us 1 second. But yeah, they can't see it. Y'all can still see it. So either way,
they can see us, but they can't see this.
Yeah, he trying to pull up this. He got a whole. I'm telling y'all, he got a whole joint for you. Y'all get to deal with me. I just come in here and flow for a minute and get on up out of here. This the youngin. He fresh out of college. He was about to come beat the brakes off y'all, bro. I'm saving y'all. You better fucking thank me. If I don't get some thank yous, next time I'm gonna turn them loose. If I don't get a fucking thank you in my inbox for him not whooping y'all ass tonight, next time I ain't gonna stop him. Cause boy, I'm telling you, I said, son, please just go to the body. Because he was trying to Iron Mike y'all.
It's right here in the thing, but it just doesn't show.
Yeah, but so he just trying to see how to combine the his PowerPoint so that
we'll have to get every individual image and add it like he has the other ones.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. But now what you still can do, I mean, what you still can do, the only thing I would do, I pull it up and still rock it, son.
Yeah, we could do it on here.
Pull it up and still rock it. I mean, shit.
Yeah, you could.
Pull it up right there and still rock it there.
You could show them on your laptop.
Yeah, no, I mean, it ain't gonna, we don't do it like that, but it's now what we can do, this is what we gonna do then. This is what I used to do, son. I got you. Watch this. This is what I used to do. So when I used to do these joints, I would go through before I knew about the screen share. They weren't even doing the screen share and all that shit yet. So then this is what I used to do. I used to go through my whole presentation just like that right there, like you got. And then when I go edit the joint and put the slides in where they go, read it off the joint and everything. And then when you put it in there, remove our face and put the slide in. Like that's all you got to do.
No,
so y'all about to get a treat. This is a double bubble. That's what I used to always tell them. This is a double bubble because you're gonna get the same presentation 2 different times. So you're gonna get it now live with us, and then he gonna drop it again with all the slides in it on his page. Woo!
All right.
You can't miss.
That's what we gonna do.
Yeah. So then just go off that one.
All right.
Yeah, we good. Just
If I plug this in to that laptop, I can show the presentation.
Beautiful. That's what because they gonna want to see this. It's gonna be on the edited one, but they're gonna want to see this.
Well, they technology at work. See, I'm an old school. I'm an old school hip hopper. I just spit. I'm an old school hip hopper. I just come to spit bars. My son come to lay y'all down.
All right. Now, how do I pull this up?
Now,
So if you open the presentation on the laptop,
it's all kind of. Hey,
There you
all
go.
y'all done
There we go.
fucked up now.
now they can see it.
And my son even called it y'all fucked up.
All right,
Why?
yeah, we're gonna put it in the full screen.
Why?
So this where we at with it. All right. This where we at with it. By the one, Chinzera Yuti. I didn't introduce myself. Chinzera Yuti, aka the one. You can find me on just about every platform at that. All right. Here's my public disclaimer. It is not your fault, but if you do not change anything about your ways of thinking after you see this, then it is kind of your fault. With the smiley face. I was gonna be humble, all right, because this is scholarship, and I'm still gonna remain humble because this is scholarship. This is about the information, right? It's not about me. It is for you. So you can unfollow me. You can tell me that this shit ain't it. That I'm tripping. That you would rather to listen to Lil Durk and Future talking about popping mollies. That's cool. There's gonna be some people that gonna rock with this, and there's some people that actually need this, and that's the problem. Is because I'm kind of cold when I specialize, and now I actually like this, and I'm gonna keep teaching, and that's what it's gonna be. All right, so let's get into it. We're gonna go back from last week. Last presentation, we had Shaka part 1 and 2. We kind of ripped up the Bible. And y'all say just believe, right? But when we look at here, I got a couple pictures. First thing you're gonna see is transatlantic slave trade. How'd that go in here? Right, transatlantic slave trade, or the European American one, whatever you would like to refer to it as. And then if you keep moving, you see more pictures of us.
That's the sub-Saharan.
So I think now you can show this. You can run the presentation on this laptop, and you can close it over there. So I'll switch that.
Uh-oh.
You see?
Okay.
So that way you can still see the comments on the other laptop.
Oh,
Beautiful.
so and we can go over
Beautiful.
here and still see. So I can take this down.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now. Oh, so I can just see the comment section. Oh, okay. Oh,
We on.
all right. We
I
back.
want it as a slideshow, but there we go.
All right, that's what I want to do. I want to get in the comment section with y'all. Okay. What's poppin', family? Okay, let's get to it. Hey, that's the sub-Saharan too. The second one in the middle.
Yep. Then we got sub-Saharan, right? So what you see over a period of time is our people being oppressed, and it's kind of following the means of what y'all like to follow. This whole religion, this whole Sky Daddy, this whole Keanu Reeves sitting on the clouds judging us, our every move, playing peekaboo with Satan. I don't know what it is to y'all, but that's where we're at with it. All right. But now I want to go here.
No,
It's bugging.
yeah,
But,
we gotta stay with King.
All right, now we're gonna move forward. Y'all can't see it. It's gonna be in small writing, but I'm gonna read to you. In the holy book, slaves are property. We got Exodus 21, all right, 20 through 21. And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall be surely punished. Notwithstanding, or however, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished. For he is his money, he is his property. And that is in your holy book, that is in Exodus, right? A lot of y'all probably didn't know that till you just heard it. And if we keep moving down the line, I'm gonna give y'all a part 2 to this. This is just a quick little recap. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but it's a little history lesson because we've been on the whole religious thing. And y'all don't like to tie religion into what our people have gone through, but that's kind of the circumstance. Y'all don't have to see it that way. Y'all don't have to like it, but that's kind of who said your ignorance does not determine my reality. You were saying that.
Dick Gregory. What he always say? Your ignorance don't validate my information.
Exactly.
Yeah, Baba Dick used to say that all the time.
Right. And if we go bottom left, we see this is an excerpt from Michael B. Young. I don't know. It was out of a whole British collection. I don't remember if this was just a small article or if it's an actual book. But
wait, let me walk for a minute, King. what Shazam was talking about is the history of homosexuality with King James. Now, Michael B. Young. Now, this is a good thing that y'all can see this because I talk about this all the time, but my son went and got one of the publications but you can go into you can check this publication out or look into Gnostics. That's what I'm gonna deal with probably next week, the Gnostics. Look, so I'm gonna give y'all a little heads up. Look into the Gnostics, and you will see they heavily talk about the homosexuality of King James and the alleged homosexuality of Jesus Christos. So just so y'all know, there's a lot of homosexuality that is tied into this Jesus character, and there's a lot of homosexuality tied into King James. So for y'all that say,
yeah, you can leave, it's okay,
King James is a black man, just so you understand, we already verified that he had this secret chamber where he used to sneak his little boys into it, get to his room, and sneak them out through the bedroom wall. So
that's exactly where we're at with it. And how many of y'all have dipped out of the King James version of the Bible? Very few. So then, but you didn't know this, and we're not saying anything about homosexuality. That's not the point. Why did they hide it? And why is homosexuality condemned in the Bible? But then your newest updated version is by King James himself. That's where we're at with it. That's the problem. All right, and then if you move right, these are all just quick hitters for a little history lesson. That's all it is. Then you see when God drowned his first creation, these would have been melanated beings. We often skip over that. That plays a big part into the whole creation of man, origin of man, outside of the Bible as well. Like that.
Oh yeah. No, first that's a horrible fucking image. Just y'all be saying that all the time. God flooded the world because he was mad. Just look at that. You had to hear. God got to hear the screams and all of. Why is something so dramatic? It's God. Why not just snap your finger and everybody die? Why drown everybody and listen to the screams for days and shit? This was a twisted dude. But the other thing is, Chinzera just hit a home run. Those would have been melanated people. And I have already proved to y'all that Noah is a white boy. So therefore, basically what God said is, I'm tired of you niggas. Let me start with white boys. If you fall for that sort of thing.
That's where we at. All right, and then we just said this ain't nothing crazy. Y'all can find this on your own. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Right? So y'all like to say that God is all, but then you pick and choose where God is good, but the Bible, you just said the Bible isn't a true story though. Right? It isn't a true story. You're correct. We're playing for y'all. We're helping y'all. There's layers to the Bible that definitely correlate with reality and real existence, but that's you have to see the parts of the Bible that you guys have never even looked at, right? So half of this stuff on the screen is new to most people. It's just a quick history lesson. As I was saying, we like to pick and choose where God is good and where God is great, but we don't acknowledge all. It says here in your Bible, he is a man of war. So these people being drowned and when Africans are killed in the name of God, in the name of Allah, why are we not, when nobody's looking at that part?
And I'm going to disagree. I'm not sure who said that, but the Bible isn't a true story. I disagree. The Bible is a true story. There's a shitload of truth in the Bible. Most of the Bible is true.
Okay.
But that is, you have to know what truth is first. You can't look for Bible. You can't look for truth in the Bible and you don't know what the truth is. So first we got to get to what the truth is, and then read the Bible. Don't read the Bible how it's taught in Sunday school. So you get the outside information and you come back and then you read it esoterically. Read it from an occult standpoint. Once you know real history, then you can see where the Bible fit in. That's why we did Deuteronomy last week. That was geographic history showing you where the Bible actually fit in. It ain't that the Israelites that whole thing is a lie. It ain't that they didn't conquer. It's just you don't know who they really talking about, and those conquests is not what you think. So you just got to get the real information and line it up. Is all I'm saying. So yeah, the Bible is true. It just ain't true like Pastor Pigfeet teach it.
Exactly. Okay. And that's where we at. Right. You say just believe, but I think that y'all might just be a little lost. And so this ain't nothing too crazy. I do want to read this though. After it's a good point to hit on. After I just said God is a man of war, it says it right in your Bible. It's estimated that God had killed 2.8 million. Right. And it appears that Satan has only killed 10, 7 sons, 3 daughters of Job. And he only does this because it was part of a bet with God. And that's deep. That's deep. So you got to acknowledge, stop coming to me and saying God is this, but it doesn't say that. But give me some, when I ask you something, tell me something that you don't like about the Bible. Stop giving me verses that you think gonna help. I want to hear something that you've read personally at the Bible that you disagree with.
2.8 million.
Right. 666. I'm gonna save that for another lecture. But that's we gonna hit on that in part of the part of what's coming up.
That's heavy, Jack. That 2.8. Like I knew it was a lot, but I ain't never have a census number.
And that's probably an estimate. Man.
Yeah, I
Come
mean,
on, man.
shit,
Like,
you got a number. I don't
come
care
on,
what.
right?
Shit,
Come on, right?
You got a number. Shit.
I said this on my stream the other day too. Where did we get the Bible? Where did we learn to? Where were we learning? Fresh off the boat, who was teaching us to read? What were we reading out of? Probably something like this: parts of the Holy Bible selected for Negro slaves.
Ooh.
Parts of the Holy Bible, not the whole Bible, not the King James version, what y'all reading now. Parts of the Holy Bible that they had back then.
That was called the Negro Bible.
Come on.
That was strictly. It was about as thin as Ebony magazine, Jet magazine. Y'all remember the old Jet magazines?
And even if you was smart as shit, you couldn't say it sucked because you would get whipped for not reading parts of the Holy Slave Negro Bible. All right, so y'all got to understand the origins, but let's get to what we came. We came to talk about VR and all this weirdo stuff. But okay, so that's what we gonna get into. Quick hitter. God is eternal out of Psalm 92, and this is a. It really says from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. All right, but in a sense, God eternal. That's where it's going with it. So origin of the infinity symbol. Pops hit on this in a lecture. He went crazy on a lecture. I'm not gonna go too deep on it, but it has the large part to play in what we are talking about with this whole VR, metaverse, PlayStation 2800, all that. You know what I'm saying? So if we read this quick, you was gonna hit on something?
No, get him,
okay,
get him,
okay,
man,
okay.
get him.
The infinity symbol comes from Uraeus, magical cobra of ancient Egypt. What is less than known as the same symbol is found in 2 depictions. Uraeus is either Mehet, the coiled one, or Iaret, the risen one. Both snakes symbolically assume what we know as the infinite position, with one exception. The risen Uraeus is the eye of the sun, is awakened, ready to claim its power, fight against darkness and oblivion. Hence, the symbol of infinity is a symbol of our endless lessons and incarnations, and calls us to wake up and rise like Uraeus, realizing our divinity and claiming our magic. Bomb plug, please. That's gonna be in there. Which makes it kind of weird when I'm not gonna talk because I know this gonna hurt y'all, right? And it hurts me, so I don't even. It's not even something that you really have to even touch on. After you see this, you don't even really got to talk about Kobe. I lined it up for you. You just saw what was his name when he came in? Does anybody want the name Black Mamba, right? That kind of makes sense. So he came in at 8, switched to 24. 2 times 4 is 8. You got to get into numerology. You got to get into gematria. That's a whole nother conversation, right? But it's deep. It's deeper than y'all like to think about it, which gets kind of weird when you get to Chadwick. What number did he come in under, and what number was surrounding his name when he passed? And it just said endless lessons and incarnations, right? And then you have to talk about a whole nother afterlife. There's a whole nother conversation that we got to get into about reincarnation and that whole, but it plays a part in what we're talking about. Right. So now you see your boy. We see the metaverse man. And what is the logo for this new universe that we're about to enter into? Right? It's deeper than y'all think.
Yee.
It's deeper than y'all think.
Yee. The 8 is the best. Ooh,
Is
get
there any
him.
way we can have our face
Get
on the
him,
side of this
son.
too with the presentation so they can see
Yee.
us?
I didn't think of, you know what, and that metaverse is the 8 with the Kobe. Yee. And then it's 2 years after
Beautiful.
the
That's what we
Kobe.
want.
They can't.
That's what we want.
And this is and this is something that always get weird to me. It's like,
I'm trying to blink on his name. Isn't that Facebook dude?
you said who? Oh, Mark.
That
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Oh, Marky Mark. You know, I don't, you know, fuck you, Mark. You know, me and you know, man, me and Mark been beefing for a couple years, man. I can't say what I said, because every time I say what I said, my channel go down and all kind of funny shit he get to pulling. But Marky Mark, you know what it is with us. I just leave it at that, bro. Real. Hey, but like, hey, that's a real dope
Visual coming back,
tie-in.
y'all.
That's a real dope. No, I'm talking about who is that? Is it who is that? Is you Wahlberg? If you Wahlberg, I'm talking to you.
That's probably one of my dudes.
If that's Wahlberg, he know it's on with us. You just
it's smoke, bro.
I always knew you'd be watching my shit, dude. But no, but real shit though. With the
y'all don't know what it
is. The infinity and with that 8 and with that death surrounding that 8, and now the metaverse having that 8, that's a good thought, son. So that lets you know where they taking you. They taking you to a place you ain't coming back from.
Exactly where we're going with it. Exactly where we're going with it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so stuck in the future. Essentially get off the blue pills or we're going back into slavery. Like the old man just said. This is not with chains and whips, with your minds in this weird ass metaverse. Right? Smiley face. It's information. So we're gonna talk about your games because that's what we came here to talk about. And it's gonna be fun. Warzone. Y'all play Call of Duty? Who here play Call of Duty? I play Call of Duty. Yeah. Man's over here running the audio, all that. He play Call of Duty too. And it's not a problem with playing the game. Sometimes you got to sit back, roll up, play the game. Sometimes you got to do that. That's not what we're talking about. It's about what's going on underneath. And so you see here in Call of Duty, we got Krampus. In Fortnite, we got Krampus. Who here knows what Krampus is? That's another, y'all, come on. Why does Krampus look like Santa Claus, though? Why does Krampus have devil horns? Why does Krampus got glowing red eyes? And he looks even worse in COD than he does in Fortnite. This is some weird stuff going on. And your kids playing this for the holidays while you buy them tokens to play. That's the point. Right? So you go up to the top. What do you see? What do you see Krampus doing? What do you remember Krampus originated? Exactly where it originated?
Yeah, you know, I did a whole this was what I last Christmas. This is a joint I did last Christmas. With the I forgot what I called it, but yeah, you know, this was the origins of Christmas. Before Santa Claus, it was Krampus. And it was a bunch of them. It wasn't just one. It was a bunch of them little Krampus looked nasty as they look like devils. And at first they started out the original reindeers was these things. It wasn't no reindeers. Santa Claus was dressed more like the Catholic priest, but he had the red and white joint on, and his helpers was the Krampus things. And then the Krampus things turned into reindeers, and his helpers turned into little elves. But originally it was Krampus, and they banned it from it got banned somewhere. I think in Europe, and America was mad as hell too. And that's why they switched it to Santa Claus, because the Krampus thing, the people stopped going for that. And Krampus used to steal your children.
Right. So where you go down to the little Fortnite thing, what you see in the sack right there? What's in the sack? He got kids in the sack, man. Like, come on, y'all. Do a history lesson. Just have a Google moment, man. Take 5 minutes out your day to just go look up something that you hear. Because you know Christmas ain't right. You've been doing Christmas for how long? You know it ain't right. You know it ain't right. Y'all robbing and stealing and pillaging all so you can come back with toys that kids don't care about after the next day.
You just do it for the kids, though. I know it ain't. I don't even really celebrate it, but you know, I just do it for the kids.
The fat white dude slim coming down the chimney came from a dude with little Negro elf slaves, man. Come on, y'all.
Swarthy Pete.
Have a
Swarthy Pete.
Google moment.
Oh, my son on y'all heels.
That's all we saying.
What y'all know about Swarthy Pete?
That's all we saying.
The Santa's little helpers with little black slaves at first.
Go look up Santa Claus right now. Go look it up.
So his name was Swarthy Pete. He was a little black boy. Yeah.
All right, so we go top right. I tell you right, go. They might have changed it, but I know I can put it on everything right now. One of my dudes, I bet he's watching this. Right when the game came out, as soon as I kind of knew anything about this, because Pops was pushing this pretty early, I looked at one of the rocks. I said, bro, there's eyes on the rocks. If you go around the whole map, every rock that looked like this got an eyeball on it. Go do it right now. If they haven't updated it and taken it out, every rock that looks like this on the game got an eyeball on it. So they watching all of you play at the same time. Bomb plug. Thank you.
Get them. And y'all be thinking they just doing this shit. What's the purpose then? Why?
Like he said earlier, these are $1 trillion gaming. Why? They don't miss little stuff like this. So you telling me you got all these perfect pixels so that everyone on the planet can play at the same time. I can be playing with a dude in the Middle East. We can be shooting at each other, but you just accidentally put eyeballs on every rock on the map. Bro, wake up. What is y'all talking about?
And and then now the reason why this is so valid, because I know people thinking like, why does this matter to us? Look, y'all don't give a shit, but every last one of y'all watching right now, y'all fucking kids was playing Fortnite. Yo, fucking kids was playing Fortnite. You didn't give a shit and you was letting them. They buying tokens, they borrowing money. They got you buying what's that shit? You can go online now and buy shit to add on to your Fortnite game. And y'all was giving them money for all that shit. And what they doing is going to Illuminati 101 fucking classes.
Right. And why don't it matter? Why don't it matter? So why didn't they throw a Astroworld live event on Fortnite? They didn't? Travis Scott didn't have a giant satanic thing on Fortnite that all your kids went and watched and jumped around while he was sucking all your energy into his big cloud figure at the same time. What is y'all talking about? And then how many kids that actually played that have gone to a Travis Scott concert? You can say it don't matter, but it matter. And it's, in some sense, it's got to matter. It's got to at least change how you're moving. At least change how you're thinking. They coming for the kids. And at that point, you're supposed to care. Raina said, Holloway said Hunger Games. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And this is part 1. We're going to do a part 2. But then we're going back to COD. What do you see down here on this load? This is from Black Ops 2. I want to say 2. I just looked up Illuminati Black Ops. Came up right away. It's a Google moment. Take 5 minutes out your day. It do not take long. I did this whole presentation off the top. It's not. But then you go over to, because it's going to lead right into the next one. You see George Washington with what on his apron? Why is the same Masonic symbol in Call of Duty on George Washington?
Now that's where the fucking bomb
plug. Please, bomb plug.
Now we we cannot just ease past this because y'all be so quick to say we reaching conspiracy and all of those stupid shit y'all say. But according to what y'all believe, that little white man in the corner was the first president of this country. That little white man
wasn't even the first.
No, he definitely wasn't. But that's fine. That little white man in the corner who y'all believe was the first president of this country has on a Masonic apron. Do you know why he has on a Masonic apron? Because it was a Masonic ceremony that inaugurated him.
Oh, bomb plug, please.
All you got to do is look up George Washington inauguration and you'll see he got on the apron. They got the swords touching the shoulders and all them joints.
Bro, out the movie.
So that's the inception of this country that you live in, started with people and a Masonic inaugurations. And you think that stopped because why? When did somebody come announce, hey, the Masons had taken over, but we took it back? Did y'all get that announcement from any president?
I'm waiting. Because it seems like the president still be bullshitting. I don't know. It could just be me. It seems like black people still oppressed and really ain't doing shit. It could just be me. I don't know. You got anything else on this?
No, we're
All
going,
right,
baby.
but yeah, checkerboard floor. Move right into what we talking about. Oh, this one's deep. Oh, this one's deep. We're gonna be here for a second. Y'all ever play Destiny? Because the whole, at least Destiny 2, I know there's a whole Osiris pack. If you don't know Osiris, it's on the little thing over there, Egyptian Trinity, Egyptian God. We're gonna get to it. But there's a whole pack that's based on playing out Egyptian mythos. The whole thing. All the names, all the characters, you got to go talk to them. Pyramids, lights everywhere, suns, all of that. The whole shebang. You can go look it up on YouTube right now. Curse of Osiris. It literally says it. And you got how many little triangle pyramids right here? There's at least four with an all-seeing eye sitting right on top of them. And this says expansion 1, so there's probably a part 2. You move down, you see what? Y'all ever play GTA? Y'all know who Lester is? I know 80% of America has played GTA. Watching you right in the corner as you set up for one of the heists or one of the missions. Why is that in this? Why is that here? Because GTA 5 has been out for how many years and they've racked up a bag. A bag. So why is this in the background and why did somebody catch it? Or why do it in the first place? I just told you about the checkerboard floor. We at Mario. Nintendo, whatever. Super Mario 64, that sound right? That was a thing?
Yeah.
I used to play it a little bit. If you go look up the clip right now, and right here, you see a sun. Oh, is it red and blue too? Is that red and blue?
That might be purple.
It looked.
It might be purple.
It damn near. Do you know how it was pixelated and shitty graphics? They probably didn't want to make it too obvious. You already got Mario in red and blue sitting right there. Octagon around the sun, you got 8 points on the checkerboard floor. And if you go look up the clip right now, in this part, he goes and stands in the middle of a sun. And a beam comes up from the sky and sucks him out right from the middle of the octagon, in the middle of the checkerboard floor. Bomb plug.
And y'all really think they just be doing this shit just because.
So I'm gonna go back.
But now let's deal with Mario for a minute. Let's deal with Mario for a quick minute because now.
Oh, yep. You could go. Yep. Mario was filthy.
Mario was filthy. Let's go to the Bloodline of the Gods for a second. Let's go to Bloodline of the Gods for a second. For everybody who rocking with me, let's go to Bloodline of the Gods for a second. In order to beat the game of Mario, who do you have to defeat? A big-ass dragon. A big-ass dragon. King Koopa, the dragon. And you think they just mysteriously chose the dragon just because dragons are cool or something? Come on, man. Like, y'all play. These people don't fucking play. They're not playing with y'all, man.
Playing, and if they playing for millions and trillions, y'all playing with your existence. There's a difference. That's all it is to it. There's a difference. So with that, but you gotta go look up the history of the checkerboard floor in the movies. My pop's got multiple lectures on it. People,
and that's just the Masonic Lodge floor. The inside of the lodge, or when you first walk in, you're gonna see the checkerboard floor. There's a lot of different aspects to that. It's a lot of different aspects to that. You got the yin and the yang. As above, so below. The dark and light is a lot of different aspects to the checkerboard floor. So
that go deep. And y'all love animes. Y'all love animes, but I remember I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh since I was maybe middle school, maybe early middle school. I don't remember the last time I watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I remember pyramids and eyeballs everywhere, and I was little. Every little cutscene, there's pyramids and eyeballs. They just flying around, jumping around, shooting laser beams with eyeballs and Egyptian symbols in the backgrounds. He's got a pyramid right there with the Eye of Horus. So have another Google moment. Just go get a notepad out and start writing down some of these terms I'm saying, because you don't know, this gonna go over your head. I get it, but if you just set aside 10 minutes every day and just go Google some things I'm saying to you, and it's gonna start to line up little by little. It's gonna start to line up, because we couldn't come up here and freestyle this and bullshit this for 2 hours every week, every other week. It's just not. That's not where you should be living as a melanated being. Instead of regarding some information that could elevate you, you shouldn't. It's just not. It's not it. That's not it.
Y'all, man, y'all. Peace to everybody in the chat. Much love. Peace
Yo.
to everybody in the chat. My son on fire.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of bomb plugs. I don't even gotta trust this Trinity because there's a lot of information coming at y'all. I don't want this. We gonna
And
save
a lot of people, you know, gonna know what that is.
Uh-huh.
And then, like I say, like, you know, these is research moments.
Right, man.
Look it on your homework.
Look,
If
take
you
a
don't know-
screenshot of each slide I'm about to give to you and just pick it apart little by little. You can look. I gave you the pictures of everything. Just look up what you see in the picture and you gonna get something. YouTube gonna have something. I'm not the first person to think of this. It's not. And at 21 too. Come on, y'all. Come on. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Yeah, this one's gonna hurt. We dealt with your games, and this is part one. I did the old game so I could hit home for y'all. That's what we doing right here. We going down a little trip down memory lane. Fuck up childhoods and shit. That's what it is. But TV for your kids. How many of y'all know about Walt Disney? 666. It's right in the name for you. And y'all say it's the mark of the beast, so why would he put it there? Why would the one of the largest production organization companies for children's movies, why does it have 666 right in the name? It don't make no sense. How many of y'all seen Zack and Cody? They say Illuminati right on the chalkboard. Why on the childhood chalkboard of a TV show for kids is there Illuminati?
That's crazy. And you wouldn't, that's something that you was flash passion and wouldn't even pay no attention.
Bomb plug. But I don't know who is that. Who's that duck? I didn't watch all them old cartoons. Y'all know that duck right there, top
yeah,
right.
that's Donald Duck right
Okay,
there.
okay. He just looked weird in this
Scrooge
picture.
McDuck, dude.
He just looked weird in this picture. Ask about Illuminati. You can see more in the if you actually pull up the picture. Just go look it up. It does not. This is 5 seconds. Ask about Illuminati. Why does it say that in the background on a poster for a kids show?
And Scrooge McDuck, the money hungry guy. And that's another connection.
Look, and that's another connection.
He was filthy rich, and they put it in his background. So, yeah,
that's not an accident. They don't do all this on accident. How many of y'all see Mickey Mouse? Why is there an eyeball on a skateboard? Just little questions to ask yourself while you're watching these movies and just hand them over to your kids. Because Zootopia was the most racist movie I've ever seen in my life. Bomb plug. And that it was cold. It was a good movie. I love Zootopia. I was rocking with Zootopia. And then I thought about it. I was like, everybody got picked on in this movie. And this was some racist. Yeah.
I never even seen it.
Zootopia, it was a good movie, but it was real weird. How many of y'all seen Dora? Why are Dora and Boots throwing up pyramid? Why? With a star in between them.
Dora Rock Nation now. Dora Rock Nation. I ain't even know she got signed, bro.
Why is Dora and Boots throwing up pyramids, bro? I'm just with that was gonna be a bunch of bomb plugs right there. Look. Monsters Inc. Why? And it's not like they just did it. Look on this. This is the sick part. On other movies where the with different animation, like it's not Tangled. But it's one of them like that, where the character was like that, and they got a portrait of some dirty like sexual stuff with people, so you can't really tell it because it's so blurry. Why did they do it like a kid drew somebody getting bent over? Stick figure, somebody getting bent over next to Sully.
Yeah, and then it says
what?
And then what it says though, it says
I didn't even read it. I just saw that.
No. I read it though. It says
did I say mommy on the bottom?
Yeah. Uncle Roger and mommy.
Yo, oh my
Uncle Roger and mommy is what the picture say.
I swear on everything. I didn't read it. I just saw somebody.
I was working on my son intro on the way over here, and his intro is gonna be some cartoon joints. I was about to use that one. So I'm glad you put it here because I ain't gonna use it now. That was one of the joints I was gonna use. So that's how I know it say Uncle Roger. So now you got two things at play here. Not only is it sexually suggestive, it's telling it's promoting a mother
incest
having sex with the uncle, which is her brother.
And they had all them little I ain't even gonna go there. That's crazy though. That's crazy. And I swear on everything, I just put this I just finished this up yesterday and today. And I did not read that. I just saw a stick figure like somebody drew. A little kid drew some people having sex in one of the biggest movies of all time, which was about adrenochrome and scaring your children and draining up their energy.
Oh yeah, Monsters Inc. was about
Monsters Inc.
adrenochrome.
was filthy. Go look it up. Have a Google moment.
That whole show was about adrenochrome, and yeah, and I did that on the, my Disney joint. I did a Disney joint a year and a half ago. Yeah, yep, you're right, son. And you know what?
We going federal.
One more thing to look at. When you look at adrenochrome broken down in molecule fashion, it still look like the soccer ball.
All right. I always hated Cinderella. I never liked it. It was boring. It was weird to me. And I know why, because they was throwing up devil horns in every little cutscene. Why is Cinderella throwing up devil horns? Can't nobody tell me. And I don't even remember the characters like that. If that cat's name was actually Lucifer or something, but somebody obviously pointed this out before me. This came out a while ago, probably. The maid, the butler, the sisters, all throwing up it at the same time. Why is that in the movie? Y'all got nothing.
And y'all be doing it in y'all pictures because it just look cool.
The boys, Jordan, MJ. Y'all weird, bro. Y'all lost. Look. I said at the bottom, I'm gonna save the rap game that y'all love so much for a different day. All right, I know that would be way too much. That would be way too much.
The rappers gonna send y'all straight to hell.
Yeah, that's
why y'all do that, because the rappers do it. The rappers do this, so y'all do it. And y'all look cool in y'all.
Whole rap game is horrible. All right, so now we really in it. Now we really where we supposed to be. Being virtual. I had a TikTok and I did a little cutscene on this too. Being virtual does not make it reality. Just because y'all having fun playing the game does not mean it's what you're supposed to be doing. just cause the metaverse look cool and y'all think, oh, it might be a new way for me to try out some. No, y'all gotta understand what stuff is before you start investing into it, before you start pushing it to your kids. This technology has ruined generations.
Wait, say that one more time, son. The last part.
You gotta watch what you pushing to your kids. You gotta watch how you messing up your empire, because they have already, with the technology, messed up our generations. More than enough. And if y'all let us go into the metaverse, open arms, thinking it's about to be a good time, we're screwed. We're screwed. Because it only takes so long before y'all start really getting lost in the game and don't know where you at and what's going on, and they pulling some stuff on the back end. Period. They showed you in how many movies? We're going to get to it. Before we even do that, though, I remember seeing I don't remember if it was on IG or what. I just remember seeing somebody playing this Civil War game. And they be in there talking like it really was then. Yo, what? Y'all, it's all this stuff to do, and you on your PC, probably dressed up in the same gear, drinking a bush latte with your weird, and with the boys, and y'all talking in your country accents, playing. What, bro? So how long do you think it takes when we in the metaverse till y'all can go, till people can hop on plantations and play plantation games and play war games? It's not sweet, bro. It's not what y'all think it is.
What's that movie? Oh my goodness, you on fire tonight? What's that movie?
Oh no, yeah, it's hot.
It was a mini series that just came out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was about a year ago, and it was about a couple who was basically got trapped as slaves on this little plantation, and then they fuck around during their escape. They heard a cell phone ring, and then realized, like, wait a fucking minute, they done got kidnapped and put on a plantation in modern day times, bro. They escaped to the world where it's at right now. So that just lets you know it's two things at play. If somebody ain't did it already, the movie just gave them the idea. But they don't do shit that they ain't played with already.
Come on, man.
So somewhere in America right now, it's a real live plantation reenactments going down, and we don't even know it. You're right, son.
People still getting lynched. Kids still getting lynched. And we ain't tore up nothing once. We get busy for a little bit. And then they ease us off it. And then y'all tripping. They put it on IG. What y'all doing? Why y'all?
Antebellum. There you go, Queen. Yep. That antebellum shit.
Yep. Thank you. So we move over. Now we're gonna get to that. Your boy Elon, because y'all love Elon. Y'all, they gonna do brain chips. Oh, we gonna be smart. It's gonna be just like the movies. We finna be. We all gonna have brain chips. Gonna be able to talk to each other. Y'all are slow, bro. Y'all in the blue pill Milky Way, and you need to something. Y'all lost, bro. It is not sweet. If you get brain chipped and then you walk into school one day and you just fall out, what? Then what? You get to watch one of my lectures. They just get to short circuiting your shit. No, bro. No. No. Y'all think these billionaires, you think these elites with no budget.
Please, we got a few bodies in the building. Can we get the likes in here, man?
Come on, y'all.
Please,
Come on, y'all.
Killing right now.
No, I'm hot. I'm just building on my portfolio. I don't really care what y'all talking about, bro. I'm about to not in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
We on fire right now.
I love the support in that sense. I all the hate, the fake love, we could care less, bro. It's about the information. We about to get to it. When the right people see this, is up there. All right. The Matrix, we've been talking about it. Because this is one of the deepest, like, if y'all really sat down, because I didn't do it till I think you got to kind of somewhat know what's going on to be able to really dissect it. So I'm glad I waited to see it. But then when the last one came out, I bought them all and I just watched them each a couple times, man. That's so deep to what we going through and what we really should be achieving and are not, and some of the falsities that we abide by, right? Y'all, how many of y'all even know what the Matrix was really about, right? How many of y'all know what X-Men was really about? What Xavier was tapping into when he was able to be telepathic with anybody on the planet and do anything on the planet.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know if these two bottom pictures were actually from a movie. It just came up with the picture.
Do you have a theory on the Bermuda Triangle? I'm gonna let my son cook for a minute, then I'm gonna double back on that.
Let me finish this slide. But the same thing. You letting them put stuff on your head and you don't even know what these wires really could do. You could be lost for the rest of your life. You do one scan, come out, and your shit just not clicking right for the rest of your. Come on, man. Like, that's what we talking about. We gotta. In some sense, it's about information we've been lied to that we haven't picked up on. But in some, it's ignorance, right? When you hear something, because I said this the other day, everybody's done had a dose of white supremacy. Everybody done had a dose of, this shit just really ain't right. Everybody done had seen a movie that was like, yo, why is this in there? But you just keep it moving because everybody else just keeping it moving, right? We waiting for the next album to drop, right? The Doctor Strange just came out. We finna go see that. And the same thing with Ready Player One. It's similar to the Matrix. It's like Matrix mixed with virtual reality. It was just a combination and basically showing you what the metaverse was gonna be. Right, he got these goggles on, and I remember the one scene. I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, he in this little tiny trailer, locked in on this game. Somebody finna catch him. So you gonna be in the house all day in Wonderland, having no clue what's going on the outside. That's the base. That's the gist of it, right? That's what we talking about. But go ahead on Bermuda Triangle. We finna.
I was gonna say real quick though on the when he said the thing about the X-Men. Watch this real quick though.
Ooh, X-Men was.
They got you going like you rooting for the X-Men, and you think Magneto bad. But what's the reality? The only thing Magneto want to do is liberate his people and smash the government. Professor X get along with the government and don't want no smoke. Professor X is Dr. King. Magneto want war and to liberate his people. Fuck the government, fuck the establishment. We don't want to get along. Fuck with us and it's smoke. But look who you rooting for. That's how quick they do it to you. That's how quick they do it to you. But on the Bermuda Triangle, we really ain't even got to go that far with that.
Go ahead. I'm not even that in tune with that.
That's what you'll call a vortex. That's how you tap, and you got a lot of the Bermuda Triangle knock a hole in the space travel bullshit. Put it to you that way. I tell y'all all the time, you don't have to get in no fucking aluminum foil tin can and fly towards the goddamn sun and hope like hell you're gonna go somewhere. It's no, you're gonna burn to death like every fucking body else do. The sun is 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I just know you're gonna die. So therefore, you're not getting no fucking rocket ship and going that way, bro. That don't happen.
I've been trying to tell people, but look, you saw the pictures, yo. They was
No. I can make those pictures on my fucking laptop.
Yo, come on, man. How? Nah, that's a whole. We could do a moon. You got a whole thing on it.
So what you're dealing with is this is how you get to other dimensions. There's vortexes. There's entryways to other dimensions. The only thing you got to do to get to somewhere else is know where you going, know how to get there, and know how to get your ass back. Just that simple. Now that's where the information come in. That it take years of studying and meditation to get on a certain frequency to be able to tap into it and leave at will.
Right.
But you're not gonna do it on no fucking spaceship. The Bermuda Triangle is just an open vortex, and those people where it's getting taken, they somewhere else. They're not dead. Whoever got snatched into that, they just somewhere else.
Yeah, that's a whole. Yeah, that's tough. I ain't even on that one yet. Is this it? I'm gonna exit out this real quick. We right with it, yo. We right with it.
Same as Antarctica too. Antarctica is another entryway point. Go ahead though, son.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't out of line, yo. We right here with it. Let it pull up. So just in a sense, I'm going because I showed you what they're headed to. Now you gotta, I'm gonna break it down to you. Meta, adjective, pertaining to or nothing, or noting an abstract high-level analysis or commentary, especially one that consciously references something of its own type. Verse, noun, a succession of metrical feet, written, printed, or orally composed as one line, one of the lines as a poem, stanza. That's not what we're looking for. One that this kind of I found kind of interesting. Particular type of metrical line, right? And they use an example, a hexameter verse. So you see all these video games, and now just imagine a bigger one with a bunch of lines and inputs that can reach a different capacity, right? This is the meta to all other verses before it. So this right here is not going to be no video game. This is not going to be no normal shit for y'all to play and just do on your Sunday. It might be at first. But wait till you see where they're going with this. This is not some normal stuff. This is different. But you put it together. Metaverse now, digital technology and science fiction shared, realistic, immersed computer simulation of the real world or other possible worlds in which people participate as digital avatars. They already showed you the movie. They already showed you Avatar.
Here's the most insane part about this. Right here, son. Watch this. In the very beginning, it tell you everything pertaining to or nothing.
Noting.
Noting in abstract. Pertaining to or noting in abstract. In abstract, just a whatever.
Right, bro.
That's a nothing.
It's not.
It's nothing. It means nothing.
A theoretical or emergent networked online space with digitally persistent environments that people inhabit as avatars. Again, they showed you. For synchronous interactions and experiences. Accessible, accessing the shared virtual space through virtual reality, augmented reality, game consoles, mobile devices, or conventional computers. Like I'm saying, it might come to you like some normal shit at first. But with all things, do you think that they thought when they started playing with technology, we finna have iPhones everywhere. We finna have satellites and stuff everywhere. No, it's about where it's going. Right? Because y'all didn't catch on to Mario. Y'all didn't know Mario is Masonic, and look where they're going with it. Now they got Destiny 2. They got you playing out the African mythos, you jumping in portals and pyramids and in the temples, and y'all got no clue what's going on. Y'all lost. All right, so we gonna move on. I just had to show you because when we gonna break it down to a point where you can't. There's no questions. You can have questions, but on the basis of this, you gotta view it somewhat differently now. I just gave you some more pictures, some more food for thought. what this is gonna be like. They just told you the hexametral lines or whatever. This is going to be huge, and it's gonna be on a different type of frequency. See, so y'all thought when you was playing Pokemon Go and them little Pokemon out there, y'all thought that shit was funny as hell, all right? Y'all thought that shit was cold as hell, right? So when you can play Pokemon and the new shit, and you doing all this, capturing, and you spending all this time, but no clue what's going on in the back end. Y'all in Alice in Wonderland, and no clue what's going on the back end. We already don't pay attention to what's going on for black people in the back end. They opening up something different for y'all. That's what this is gonna be. You got anything else on this one?
No, go ahead.
All right.
All right, my only question is, like we was talking about the other day, is why? Like I said to you when I was talking to y'all the other day, everything is in the why. We could talk all day long about this, that, and the third. The $1 million question is why? Why do this? Why? Why? We're completely content with the level of video game we got. Why is it this necessity to turn it? They say, they give you this concept, this war of the worlds, that we're going to get so far advanced in technology that technology is going to wake up one day and say, you know what, fuck y'all. So if this is a fear, why are we moving in that direction? Why?
Like we said, they playing for trillions, man. Y'all just playing with their existence. That's all it is. And we gonna get there. Each week we gonna build on something different. So I don't know. People should definitely let me know where y'all want to go with this one next. Because how are black people affected by this if all colored people play these games?
You said, how are black people affected by this if all color of people play these games?
All color of people play these games.
All color of people have not suffered the last 6,000 years, give or take a couple years of slavery and oppression. We don't have the luxury that other races have. The only race on this planet that has been enslaved by every race on this planet. Just think about that. The melanated being is the only race on this planet that has been enslaved by every other race on this planet. The melanated being is also the only being that can trace its existence back further than anything else on the planet. So if that's the case, then we have to start using logic and say that something's being done to us that's not being done to everybody else. So we don't got time to
and that's what I was
miss things.
Yeah, right. That's what I was just we got to it earlier. It's not that you can't indulge. It's not that everyone's not affected, but where are we at? Where are melanated people at? The original gods and goddesses of this planet, where are we at? In our lowest vibrations right now.
On every level.
On every single level. And the game is just one thing to get you distracted. If you're not monetizing it, right, and trying to make something happen with it, like I just said, you can indulge. Ain't nobody being a hypocrite. Some days you want to just chill and play the game. That's not the point. If you are spending a large part of your time every week playing the game and you're getting nothing out of it, then the white man, the elites that set up these, I just showed you COD, all the Illuminati stuff in COD. So these elites that run this are making a bank off of you not doing nothing and vibrating lower. Video games do not help you vibrate higher. That's not what they're meant to do. You have fun with them, but they don't help you elevate in any way unless you're monetizing it. So that's the point. It's not that everybody isn't affected, right? We went back to this. Cause us to wake up and rise, realizing our divinity and claiming our magic. This is about where we started and where we're at now. That's what this is about. And technology is not natural. In no sense is technology natural. Why is there a bite out of the apple? Y'all, does that connect any dots for you? A bite out of the apple. Right? This is biblical. These elites, they are not missing anything. And Eve, ultimately, when she took a bite out of the apple, that was her demise, in a sense, you could say. Or you know what I'm saying? So the tech,
metaphorical aspect.
yeah, metaphorical aspect. Like this technology is like I said, it's not natural, and where it's going only gets more and more unnatural and separated from reality. That is the point of this. Stuck in the future. Y'all are stuck in what's gonna come out next, what cool invention is gonna come out next, and you don't know the past of these inventions, so you're stuck in the middle. And now y'all stuck not knowing past or present or future or what's going on and where this technology is taking melanated people. That is the point of this. That was the point of this. Got anything, Pops?
I just think when we like you was just saying, it's where is it taking us? It's not what you it's not about whether you can or can't, whether you should or should. You can do whatever the hell you want to. I have to assess every single day at the end of my day. Am I maximizing my opportunity? And when I assess that, I have to assess that understanding that I'm doing that plan from behind. The biggest thing we do is convince ourselves that we on some type of equal playing field just because the white boy convinced you that you are. But what's equal about it? And that's when we got to stop and realize we are not positioned the same as everybody else. Our game is completely different. And like I said before, we are the only people on the planet that have been attacked by every other race on the planet. Now, when I say that, we have to understand, how is that even possible? That's in that space right there is some shit you don't even want to deal with. How is it possible that every other race on the planet got on code and decided we all gonna wear out melanated people? We never had a friend nowhere on the planet, but we got evidence of us teaching the entire planet. This shit a little bit deeper than.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Each week we're gonna go. So I feel like I gotta give y'all I don't want to give them. I can't give them a break from all the scriptures and all that, but I don't.
Man, we put brakes on cars.
He said we put brakes on cars.
Shit.
No, we definitely gonna figure out. I know the general gonna have some heat next week. Maybe I'll see what he's rocking with. That might help me figure where I'm about to go with it next. But yeah, man, stuck in the technology. We've been rocking with it for a minute, and it's not the move. Not saying don't indulge. I'm just saying maybe pick up a book. Maybe try to meditate. It was hot as shit outside today. Maybe you should go sit in the sun. Pick up some of them extra rays. That might just.
No, I think Colin Kaepernick set us up.
Oh
no,
AB just said it the other day. He got a check. Got good with Nike. In a sense, y'all thought, because people were burning it and people were saying Nike hate him. No, that man got a check and went and sat on the sidelines. AB literally told you he's not good. He wasn't that good. He just got his check and got up out of here and really didn't do nothing for black people. He didn't take that money and go start up anything to help us. He's not still with that same energy doing nothing for us. Like, he wanted to get back in the league so he could try to make another move and try to make a little something until people got mad and he could go sit back on the sideline. And no, man, he trying to live out some weird fake revolution legacy that is not really there, bro. That's what that is.
Yeah, no, I ain't rocking with Colin. To be honest with you, I destroyed Colin a year ago. I got all into his lifeline and destroyed him. I came with his college fraternity pictures. When him and his frat was standing in a pyramid, I got in Colin business about his little DJ boyfriend that he don't want nobody to know about, that he goes to all the nightclubs with. Man, I do this. When I go, I go. So yeah, no, I ain't rocking with Colin. He set us up for the I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Yeah, fuck Colin.
I want to touch on this real quick. What I was going to say something on Colin, but I didn't. This slide was just funny. I showed this to my boy. I was gonna add a couple more pictures to it. The general told me to take it easy on y'all. He was like, you know what? We could because when he, like he just said, when he got on Colin, he went in. He'll do 2 hours on your life, not even playing. Like, I like that visual, not quick hitters, but give a lot of people stuff that's going to hit home for them to soak in. Not in it's in a sense it's an overload because it's stuff you never heard. You living in a completely different world, so it's an information. It's definitely information overload, but I want it to be like an overload that is pressuring to make you look up at least something, at least wake up something to you. That's why I did so many in a row, just childhood movie show, something that's really gonna stick with you because the technology leads to the mass media and it leads to the movies, and it's all one big pot of bullshit.
That's what you right. It's one big pot, and then shit, dude, go where you want to go, son. You got that whole. He got a whole clip for y'all. Go where you want to go.
We didn't ran through. We didn't ran through most of it. We went pretty quick. Just this top left, y'all see that swastika up on the little flying saucer? Bomb plug.
Yeah. Hey, now, okay, let's get it then.
I think that's what. No, that's one I might give them because everybody want to get so. What's the afterlife? They want to talk about that space stuff, but then when you give it to them, they don't believe it. So I'd be like wanting to go there. You know what I'm saying? And get the metaphysics on them, put the space stuff on them, but then people get confused.
Man, we gotta go. You gotta go everywhere. I told they put brakes on cars, son. Give it to them. Man, please look. All of this shit gotta go. That's why, because what you don't know could kill you. Just that simple. What you don't know could be the reason why you leave this damn planet. So therefore, my slogan is information is the only real currency. You can't make $1 without information. So information, my symbol up in the top corner, that's the currency symbol. That's the that symbol is for all forms of currency. All of this got to be touched. The robotics, the aliens, all this shit, one thing lead to another. And like my son said, why was there a swastika on a flying saucer? Y'all, you think you're sharp because your head pointed. You got to pay attention to what the fuck be going on. Why did Hitler have his own personal fucking flying saucer? UFO? Why? Why does Hitler have a fucking UFO?
Bomb.
This shit y'all just look at the pictures and you just get to come on, man. Why the fuck does Hitler have a goddamn UFO? First question. Second question is that was in the goddamn 1940s. Hitler had his own UFO. You think no other world leader than had one since then, huh? That what the fuck you think? Hitler was the only one that somehow ended up with a UFO with a swastika on it. What the fuck you think you be seeing in the sky? You really think them aliens? Okay, I'm gonna go on the record and say this. Every time on the news, that shit that they show y'all that look like spaceships, if those is really aliens, aliens is the dumbest motherfuckers in the galaxy. There, I said it. If there's an alien listening right now, y'all are fucking stupid. And I'm gonna tell you why. You motherfuckers have spent the last 60 to 80 goddamn years hovering over this dumbass planet and ain't bust a move yet. Have you looked at these little dumbass white men that control shit? What the fuck is y'all scared of? You should have zapped the brains of everybody in the fucking White House last weekend. So therefore, I'm not scared of aliens because apparently they're scared of the same fucking government I bang with every day. So why the fuck am I worried about them?
So stop being so spooky. Y'all scared of aliens. Y'all don't even know what aliens are. Extraterrestrials, Pop's got a whole lecture on it. What this planet used to be called?
Terrestrials.
Oh, okay. So exterior, outside of terrestrials. Right. So anything coming from out of there, that's what you
anything that's not from here is an alien.
You would call it an alien. When some shit pop up that you ain't seen before, what you call it? An alien. Y'all so scary for nothing.
You know what that really means? Everything on this fucking planet is an alien. The only thing that actually came from here, kinda, is the melanated species, because we created it.
Bomb plug.
Oh,
yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Semen retention. I have multiple wives.
Yes.
I'm the wrong person to ask about that.
Okay, yeah. I went over this with my boys the other day. We just talked about indulging earlier. You got to find the balance, right? You see what I'm saying? You got to find the balance. And everything is energy, right? So sometimes you need feminine energy in your life, masculine energy, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? But there are of course, there's aspects of it that are good. you're keeping that warrior spirit in you. And especially if you're not just sitting around the house chilling, playing the games, then I mean, what are you really doing? But if you on your grind, you know what I'm saying? You focused on what you need to be doing, keep vibrating as high as you can, then obviously there's gonna be some benefits that come out of that. I was saying that the other day to one of my boys. Watch you lock in for a year. Don't worry about I mean, have feminine energy around you, of course, but don't be chasing nothing like that. Don't be worrying about that. Watch what you get accomplished in a year that you didn't last year.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Right?
That's true. That's true.
It's about it's Mayat, that balance. Everything.
That great answer. Great
Right.
answer. That was such a good answer. I'm not even gonna touch it. Great answer.
Mhm.
Balance.
Mhm.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. I mean, we hit him. We cut him. We definitely cut him.
This is
We gonna wind down. I mean, go ahead, pops.
yeah, I'm just
You've been cooling the whole time. Let some steam out. I'm tired of
yeah,
talking.
I'm just wherever. But I think this was an important piece because what I'm gathering, because now another thing too is I'm watching this for the first time, y'all. I didn't know where he was going with this, and so I just sat back like y'all just sat back.
I want y'all to just screenshot this. Go post this on something, bro. There's so much wrong with this picture right here, bro. And these are two of your favorite games. Go ahead with what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I with this whole concept stuck in the future. That could be tricky, just the title within itself. But there's no past, present, or future. So that's where it gets tricky right there. Everything's happening now. It's all happening right now, baby. If there was a past or a present, how could you go there? And we know we know there's time travel. Science has already proved the possibilities of it. So if you look at it that way, the only way, hear me clearly, the only way that this past, present, and future thing could ever actually exist is in the metaverse.
Bomb plug.
That's the only way it could. Days
That
of the
tied
week,
it all in perfect.
months, all of that shit.
Thank you.
They're about what they've been doing this entire time. And my son almost told it a little while ago when we hit the Bible thing. Y'all see the Bible and y'all look at it like the prophecies are coming true. Or maybe the same people who wrote the biblical prophecies are the same ones controlling the world, making it go. Like I just said.
Reenacting scripture, acting out scripture. Y'all done heard people say it before. Don't act like it's something new to you,
That's
man.
all you got to think about. This is what you're really looking at. Just like I say, like I did last week. When they talked about slavery in the Bible, y'all looking at it like, see, they talking about us. Of course they were, because you have been enslaved already. You have been, my son just showed you there was two slaveries, sub-Saharan and the transatlantic. The sub-Saharan was first, transatlantic was second. The one y'all talk about all the time is the transatlantic with the white guys. The sub-Saharan is with the Arab dudes. That's the first time. Yes, that one right, the second one right here. What an arrow at, right? Put the arrow on it, son. You got the arrow? That one right there in the middle. That is the sub-Saharan, the Arabic slave trade.
That's when they was lining you up by the thousands to cut off little boys' penises so that they could mess up your generation for how long. They don't want to talk about it. And you wonder why when you walk into the gas station, that man hates you so much. They don't rock with you like that. Come on, man.
They was your first slave master. And my son just told you they used to cut off. They was worse than the white boys. They used to literally cut off the penises of every slave. If you was a male, you was losing your swipe. Unless you was a breeder, there wasn't no purpose for you to have a penis because they did not want you having sex with their women under no circumstances.
And now I got to go in. DNA, energy passes through DNA. So traumatized generations have traumatized children. In some sense, that stuff carries with you. And from your past life, sometimes that energy carries with you. It leads to what you're going. So when you think about this, when they think about the energy in that 20 however mile radius of little boys aged from you name it, bro, babies to 40, 50-year-old men in lines by the thousands, screaming, crying, waiting to walk up while they watching their brothers have it done to them. Imagine the energy in that. And you want to tell me about the Bible. You want to tell me to go pray to something. You want to tell me to go beg to something. That shit on my face, man. Come on, bro. Yo, first slave masters, and they was pushing religion when they, bro. That's what they.
He right though.
I'm
No,
not
no,
even gonna get into
you're
it,
right
bro.
though. The first slave masters, and they was pushing the same concepts, the same thing. And now this is what make it even worse, because I already proved this. The Arabic is not a natural existing race on this planet. So therefore, those guys that was responsible for the Arabic slave trade for 700 years, from 700 AD to 14, those guys are not, they were concocted, they were created. All you got to do is look into, I already did this, look into the history of Islam, and you realize Islam and Prophet Muhammad kind of came from nowhere. There are several debates on whether the Prophet Muhammad actually even existed or not. So therefore, the religion of Islam sprung up from nowhere after a 700-year war. Ooh.
Let me ask a quick question to go off that. Why can you, all this stuff that you want to tell me is I'm reaching and it's that old African stuff, it doesn't really correlate to now, but why can you go find all of these stories and all of this information, all of these translations in our temples where our people were at, but y'all got nothing to show for these books. Y'all got nothing to show for these characters. Every time I ask you to show me where this man really existed, where Keanu Reeves, the first one, before he got reincarnated to take people out on motherfucking John Wick and play Neo, the one. Before that, where at? Just show me something. Don't tell me, well, they didn't have some findings. I mean, I don't want to hear that, man. I got all this for you. And I pointed out in your book where they are bullshitting. Negro slaves are property in the Holy Bible. What else really needs to be said? So like he said before, when it's not reaching to say people reenacted or acted out the scriptures. They literally told you they were slaves. So they didn't really have to reenact nothing because it's been there the whole time. They could push it the whole time.
You said black nobility. What about it? It was something you said. Oh damn, you said something that was dope. I forgot.
What's up with the black nobility? In what sense? I want to know what you mean, because that could be taken so many ways. I don't want to answer it the wrong way. So just add a little something more to that.
Yeah, but it's like you said. The biggest thing is denial. We got to get out of this thing where we so lazy to look into something that we just gonna shoot it down and say that didn't happen, or that can't be like that, or this can't be like this. There is a reason for every damn thing, and that's what I keep telling y'all. It's a reason why every negative thing on this planet damn near gets attributed to the melanated man and woman. Every negative aspect of existence, they can always find a way to tie it to you.
Yeah, we're gonna end with this. They're gonna see this on the exit.
They're gonna always find a way to tie it to you. And why? For what purpose? What created this thing all around the world where you are the most adored yet the most hated? And the crazy thing about it is the only thing that you right now on a large scale contribute to this planet, though there's only one thing that the melanated man and woman on a large scale contributes to this planet: entertainment. They only pay you to entertain the world on a large scale. Of
On a
course,
larger scale, yeah.
of course, you're gonna say, well, there's black doctors. Yeah,
There's
there's
exceptions to everything.
there's black banker. There's black a little bit of everything.
Rock with us.
But
man.
as a mass on a large scale, what they're pushing to the world, they don't push black bankers to the world. They don't push black physicians to the world. They push niggas that shoot basketball and make music. That's what you could do. You could sing for us, or you can put that fucking ball in the hoop, or you can run a touchdown, nigga. Past that point, get on the screen and tell jokes.
And if you say the wrong one, we're gonna have another one of your brothers come slap you in front of the whole world to see.
So are you saying black people can't ever succeed? I'm not even sure what why
we succeed every day. What do you mean? It's this.
Well. What's success?
They play a role in the condition of.
What is success? First of all, we must define what success. Because if success is being adored by people who don't study and having a shitload of money, then yeah, plenty of black people can do that.
All right, what do you call it succeeding? What do you call elevating? You go to work, you go to your job, and everything everything in life is a class. But the actual life part to you is we just going with the motions. Wherever life takes us, no real end goal. Right? Whatever happens, gonna happen. I'm gonna put my faith in something above that I really don't, and we're gonna see where we go. We're gonna shoot some hoops on the way, make some money on the way, and go to some parties on the way. Right?
You said, do they play a role in the condition of melanated people today? Does who play a role in the condition
Do
of
black people play a role in their own condition? In a sense.
Is that what you're saying? Do black people play a role in their own condition?
Look, I just showed you this page. Y'all let our babies watch these movies every day. I mean,
we definitely play a role in our own conditioning, but that's a tricky question. Simply because you have to go to the beginning of the conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, do we play a role in our own conditioning, I would have to assume you're saying basically the behavior of the melanated man and woman plays a huge part in why things are not good for us. And I will say, I agree with that. I will also say, when did the melanated man and woman begin that behavior, and how did it begin? So, see, everything is about the why. So it's just like saying, what about black on black crime? Mm-hmm. That's the dumbest argument ever. You know what I mean? Everything is about why, causality. You can't just look at the melanated man and woman's behavior no more than you can look at the European or the Caucasian man and woman's behavior without analyzing it and saying why.
I want you to. This is one of my boys, and we be spitting this all the time. He's a real brother.
Who I'm talking to now?
Yeah, I want you to go off on this, but I want to say this last point about your thing.
Go ahead.
My final take. I got one question for you. Black people uninterrupted when we was doing our shit, when we was vibrating, when we was God bodies, goddesses. Do you think uninterrupted we play out till now? Do you think we're in the same spot we're in? Or do you think we got it looking like Wakanda across the motherfucking globe? That's uninterrupted, the melanated being. Do you think we are where we're at now?
Great question. So he's saying if we had never been tampered with at all and was left to wherever we was at before the invasions, do you think we would still be in the same position? And the question, I mean, that question is brilliant, and the answer is fuck no, not even a chance in hell. So that was a dope way to bring that, son. Now, as far as you saying, now you asked,
cop.
Okay, so now, so am I wrong for wanting to be a cop? I believe I can become a successful person in reference to, okay, I'm doing it because I want to have a positive outlook on police for a young African American community. Okay, so now this question, you asking it, so you got to really pay attention to the answer I'm giving you. Here's the thing right here. If I know for a fact that if you grab a flute and play the right tune for a cobra, you can get it to behave and you can mesmerize it. And as long as you play that tune properly for that cobra, you'll be safe. It doesn't change the fact that it's a cobra. Doesn't change the fact that at any moment, if the slightest thing go wrong with that tune, you're probably gonna die. My point is this: we have this thing as good-hearted people. We think that we can go into damn near anything and change the dynamics of it. The ideology that you're suggesting and the reality don't fit. The ideology, I want to have a positive outlook on police for the young African American community. That makes you a beautiful person for wanting that. Now, reality, the United States of America's police force began as the slave catchers. If you look on the logo, you can still see a Native American and a cop with a whip in his hand. They tell you it was a thing for the horse, but it's the actual logo has a guy with a whip in his hand and a Native American with the feather in it. So what I'm saying is the only reason, hear me out. You remember back in the days, they show you the Wild Wild West movies. You had a sheriff, but they called him a peacekeeper. But every person had their pistol on them. You got into an argument, you draw down, you knock his head off. If everybody outside said it was fair, you get on with your day. Meaning, white folks had already set up their justice system. Slavery changes that because we need people to catch slaves. The first slave catchers was the guys that y'all call Native Americans. Now, the real Native Americans is the indigenous melanated man and woman. We lived side by side in unison with the Mongolian Native Americans. We interbred and intermarried. When we signed all of those treaties and the white boy tricked us out of our land, though some of those Mongolian Native Americans became the ones to hunt us down and catch us. That's why the term redskin was really about scalping us. You could get half the money for the skin, or you get the full if you brought us back alive. That was the thing. So what I'm telling you is that turned into the police force. The only purpose was to catch slaves. Now, that mentality never left simply because right now it is called the Fraternal Order of Police. It is a Masonic fraternity. To become a police officer in the United States of America, you join the Masonic fraternity. You're a frat brother. And then you have something called the Blue Wall, meaning if you ever go against one of your boys in blue for someone who's not in blue, you will be ostracized and dealt with. So you are not going to be allowed to get into the police force, move your way up to the top, and make it right for black people. Why? Because we have had 100+ years with the police force, and it has never happened. We got police precincts that are all black all over America. We got police chiefs and captains black all over America, district attorneys. We got black men and women in the highest seat of law enforcement in America. And we have had so for at least the last 40, 50 years. And not one of them has changed anything simply because you're not allowed to. You will go in there, start out with good intentions, and they will purposely show you the most rotten aspect of your people possible until you no longer believe what you believe. If that doesn't happen, you'll stay lower level, get a check, and go home.
I don't mean you can't go help kids out in the community on a Sunday.
You can pass out baseball cards
Right.
and be positive.
You can do like I saw this summer. They standing around kids in the ghetto all suited up in police uniform while they playing outside. It's kind of awkward, but I mean, I get what you're doing. Do we wish we didn't have them, period? No, I wish we had police that were not in the fraternal order of what he just said. I wish we didn't have a Masonic society of police force. I wish we had a police force that was really for people.
And now wait, let's deal with because what we got.
Let me hit this real quick. I got you.
Back to what you said about Malcolm wouldn't be here if it was only black people. We all did this together. Everyone and race contributed to our world today.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And it's a part of the. You have to look at it in a sense as a part of a plan from the creator. In a sense, right? And that's another conversation. But we're talking about the facts. I didn't say, do I wish that black people and white people never intermingled and never had any sort of relations? I said, if black people were uninterrupted, do you think that they would be in the same oppressed, low vibrating state that they are today? No, because it would not really be possible. In a sense, it could be possible if black people turn on black people. But we've always been a little bit more righteous than that as a whole. I mean, we take lives from each other every single day, so you can't say we're separate from that energy. But we're talking about the facts. It's not about me and my soul, my singular energy here. It's about the facts. If black people back in the motherland were allowed to just do their thing, be spiritual, and elevate to the highest possible form globally, because we were here first by ourselves, they would not be in the same state. And he can go off on that.
So now this is where this is where research and ideology meet. It's okay to have ideologies and think whatever is beneficial to your thought process. But when it comes to certain things, you got to have information. That's why I said information is currency. Now, you said we literally had a black president, the most prestigious and powerful position in the U.S. What would it take for you guys to be satisfied? See, that's where the problem lies. You see my son put his head down because he know where I'm
Yeah, because you don't know Barry was a piece of rotten garbage that bombed how many melanated countries and killed how many melanated people. I'll let him go off on that. Y'all get me hot.
Well, I was going to start a lot nicer, but since my son kicked it off, Barack Obama's a piece of shit.
Garbage. One of the worst presidents we've
ever fucking had. And I'm talking about statistically. Fuck my feelings. Fuck any personal thing I care about him. If you look down on paper what the statistics say, Barack Obama did the least of any president in history for black people. First of all. Second of all, more black people died under Barack Obama than they did during goddamn slavery. Barack Obama bombed 7 melanated countries. Do you know how many people are in a fucking country? Thousands. So we got this guy bombing. I mean, this guy got a higher body count than Satan times 10. Barack Obama's a piece of shit. They never even found his birth certificate. He was president for 8 fucking years, and y'all don't even know he never provided a legitimate birth certificate for 8 years. I got so much dirt on him. I got a lecture. You need to watch it. My son will send you the link. I did a lecture called 44. I get in every aspect of Barack Obama's life. Now, the second thing I want to say is, let's get off Barack Obama and say this. The United States presidency is not a real thing. Me and my son was just talking about this. The United States of America currently is the most powerful regime that we have ever witnessed on this planet. And you actually believe that every 4 years, a completely different, strange white man is going to come in here and lead the most powerful. That doesn't happen. That's not a real thing. It has never happened. Every president we've ever had was of the Masonic order. Presidents read off of a piece of paper. Who the hell wrote the shit on the piece of paper? That's the guy I want to talk to.
And when JFK tried to say something, they did that boy crazy in the middle of the street for everybody to see. So what are we talking about? They not playing. I'm gonna keep it scholarly. This is why you got to get into scholarship, because it teaches you to triangulate your thought processes, right? So rather than to assume because we are two black speakers speaking about black elevation, that doesn't mean we should be in love with Obama. That's kind of a weird assertion, but I'm gonna leave that to you. You and your advices. It's about scholarship. If it's about information, we got beef with Obama in that sense. We don't like him like that. Like that's not. He said they said it's a corporation.
It's a corporation. It is. So now let's deal with that. Since it's a corporation, what do we know about most corporate? See, all you got to do is give them a shovel and watch them dig. Since it's a corporation, what is the one thing that we know about most major corporations in America? They're family businesses. This when the crickets come. America is a corporation, like you just said. It's a family business. An 11-year-old white girl proved in her history class, it was on the news. I've shared the clip 1,000 times. An 11-year-old white girl proved in history class that every president, with the exception of 2, have all been related to the same guy.
Bomb plug, please. Look, you gotta start digging before. Like,
one more thing, real quick.
Go ahead.
And people always say that that's a conspiracy. That don't make sense. So let's take it a step further. Name me one empire in the history of this fucking planet that wasn't a family empire. Empires are built in family members, not with fucking strangers. You cannot build an empire unless it's your family. All presidents, every last one of them, with the exception of 2, were blood relatives. I got pictures of Barack Obama when he was a baby with George Bush Sr.
Bomb plug. We on y'all tonight. This one was hot. Like that stuff with Shaka was fun because people don't. That's.
I'm on my Money Mayweather shit right now.
Play with y'all. It's only gonna get better too. That's the best part about it. I don't know when we gotta wrap up.
No, I mean we still got 18 minutes to blow smoke.
We can keep cutting.
Yeah, it's in the left hand corner. I want my Money Mayweather tonight.
I mean, if y'all got more questions, go ahead. It doesn't. We do this for hours.
But the thing is, though, it's like what we saying to you, brother, is there's nothing wrong with your intentions. What I'm suggesting is before you commit to anything, you should know everything about it. So if I'm somebody who says, I want to be a police officer to make a difference, before I make such a commitment, I would research every single aspect of the police department first and foremost, and then that in relation to my race. How does the police force in America and its origins relate to my race? What's the relationship? And is there any possibility for me to change that relationship? And if you do that research, honestly, I'm confident you'll reach the conclusion that that's not the solution for us as a people. Not saying it can't be your solution, but if you're trying to help Black people and young African-American kids, as you put it, the way to do that is not through the police force, in my very honest opinion.
I mean, we have a Black Panther boxing gym and we host classes 3 days a week. I think that's helping the community. I think that's helping kids get out the house and stop bugging their mama so they don't gotta build that. You see what I'm saying? So there's ways to go about it. Like we said, you could go out on a Sunday and help some kids out. You know what I'm saying? Help them across the street. Let them see your badge. Have you heard about them weird frat houses?
You might well become a Black Panther if you want to help Black
folks.
You
see what I'm saying, man?
We the police.
Have you heard about those weird frat houses that are super religious where white boys go? They're supposed to be in politics. Yeah, a lot of major politicians, most bigger politicians, not you don't even gotta say bigger. A lot of politicians come out of fraternities.
I like most better.
Like most. I didn't want to say most, but most. Like
90%.
Go look at it. You will find the same thing that we're saying. This is not new news. And what goes on in the big fraternities is weird stuff. And it's been going on for a long time.
And yes. Now you said super religious. see, this is what's dope about information. So you said, have you heard of those weird frat houses that are super religious? Every frat house is religious. Why? Because all frat houses are Greek. All frat houses are Greek. The same people that wrote your Bible. So therefore, this is an extension of the Greco religion when you're in a frat house. Why? Because the frat house is how they facilitate your world leaders. That's why all your major athletes and all your world leaders are frat brothers. Look at all the top-notch ball players and football players. They're frat brothers because a fraternity is a secret society in college that prepares you for the real secret society when you leave. That's why the number one secret society is Skull and Bones from Yale College. Most of your presidents went there. They draft them out of colleges. They bring the colleges is the filtration system to find out who's gonna run the world. When y'all say, how could they get all these people to go for it? They don't. It just look like a lot. It's just a small group. You got 60 people in a frat. 5 of them gonna be world leaders. The rest of them will be flunkies that get privileges because they're stupid.
And we're not talking about LeBron. LeBron did, like we've said, though, if you watch the whole thing, we've said on every single topic, there's exceptions to
No,
this.
ain't no exceptions.
Not,
he can't get away.
No,
he can't get away.
Never,
watch this.
Look, not that he never went to college. About that part, not about him being. We know that boy is filthy.
Go to scope. I got him in the scope, son. He gonna get away, son. He gonna get away. Who brought LeBron into the league? Who brought LeBron into the league? Who was at every LeBron James game before he became famous? How the fuck did we even know about LeBron James?
Uh-oh.
Jigga man, what? Jigga man, what? Mr. All-Seeing Eye Pyramid for my logo is who brought LeBron James into the league. And what's the name they gave him? King James, a homosexual ruler that wrote your Bible. I told you I had him, sir.
Bomb plug. Yeah, that's deep. Don't even get me started. I could go hours on LeBron. Don't even get me started.
No, media, and see that this is where we get lost at media, and he was really good. How the fuck would we know he was really good if Jay-Z's not at the game? The media chooses. It's a LeBron in every hood in America. It's a LeBron in every high school in America. LeBron is chosen for a reason. He liked pizza.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Now you vibrating. Now you vibrating on the right frequency.
There we go.
There we
pizza
go.
party.
Thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Proof in the pudding that it ain't party. Just us.
Yeah.
Pizza Man Bron.
Pizza Man Bron.
Stop playing.
Pizza Man Bron. And for those of y'all that don't know what we talking about, pizza party is pedophile talk. It's cold pedophile talk. So I posted a picture of LeBron on about 3 occasions. LeBron was outside at his house in his swimming pool on a pink floater, and he tweets, "Been a long time since I had a pizza party. Hashtag Culver City." Now, when you do your research, you will realize that Culver City is on the Hollywood studio lot, and it's where they have all the freak parties and alleged pedophilia parties.
Bomb plug.
So when LeBron says it's been a long time since he had a pizza party and he's on a pink floater, he's letting you know he likes little girls.
Bam. I don't know if that's CJ or Emmett, but that's love, y'all. That's love. That's love. Appreciate that. Man, we done got in on y'all. I would love for there to be some more questions. I felt like I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, about the president thing too. Like, tell me who you think runs the world. You think the president's the most powerful person on the planet? You still think that?
You said what?
He said that.
Fed.
Yeah, come on, man. That man is a pawn. In the grand scheme of things, that man is a pawn.
The Fed is strong, but who run them? The Federal Reserve, and that's another thing too. You know, the Federal Reserve took over your country in 1933.
Oh, I did this on the thing the other day. Yeah, man. Y'all might as well go to Walmart with your Monopoly money and try to buy the store out, bro. What are you talking about?
Because you didn't have before 1933, You didn't have a birth certificate, and you didn't have a social security card, and you didn't need a driver's license. That's a new thing. Anybody who knew how to drive used to be able to drive. And not for nothing, your Constitution says you're not supposed to be taxed on land, property, food, and goods.
Also said you were 3/5 of a human being. Y'all skip over that part too.
Definitely said that part.
That y'all were equivalent to cattle. But
Moo.
yeah, that's conversation for another day.
This is why information is the only real currency. All I do with my personal existence, teach black kids and study. I study my ass off. My son could tell y'all this is not nothing new. At least the whole second half of his life, this is what it's been. Now, he wasn't always listening, or maybe he was. I don't know, because he's sitting here. But I've been on this for a minute, bro. Information is the only way we're going to survive. Just look at it this way. This is your starting reference point, and then I'm going to let my son close it out.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine waking up in a world where everything you've ever been told was a lie. The only truth you've ever heard was your mother telling you she loves you. Past that, your entire fucking existence is a lie.
But let's go back to the disclaimer. Go ahead, Pops.
That's it. You've been lied to.
It is not your fault, but if you don't change anything about your ways of thinking, then that is kind of your fault. You can't blame nobody else for that one, man. You really can't. So I got a couple things. I want y'all to, if you don't do nothing else, please look at the fact that there's somebody getting bent over by Sully in the movie. That's not okay, man. What? A,
that is not okay.
A, and B,
and not Uncle Roger.
B, bro, Uncle Roger and Mommy, yo, that's foul. That's foul. And if you think I'm lying, go on Fortnite tonight and please send me pictures if there are still eyes on the rocks all around the map, if you think I'm tweaking. If Krampus wasn't enough for you, if the Masonic flag in the Call of Duty game wasn't enough for you, just go look and see if you can find some eyeballs on some rocks in Fortnite. At least do that. That'll be some conscious thinking while you're playing the game.
I mean, Fortnite, damn near any video game, when it come on, look at the opening logo when it first come on. They all come on with eyeballs and pyramids. Damn near every video game, when it come on, them first little logos from them companies you never heard of, them is pyramids, eyeballs, and all kind of shit.
Yeah, we finna close out.
I feel honored to have shared this platform with my son. It was beautiful. I'm blessed. Final thoughts, son?
Y'all stuck in the future. Y'all don't understand what time is. You got to understand what energy is, man. This was episode 2 of Wisconscious. We finna be back soon to get back on y'all.
And that's a beautiful. Take the blue pill and remain a slave to the illusion. Take the red pill and become a slave to reality. Oh, that's heavy.
We all slaves. Come on, man.
Heavy. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. We love y'all and we gone.